So we're going to finish our 41 sales bulletin and have a nice little up close look here. 41 before we get back to it. And everybody can fully appreciate these motorcycles. It's not just in a piece of literature. Without having to go through hundreds of videos to find the one for this. Again, this wheel is just something I stuck on just so I can move the motorcycle. Actual wheels I got it with, I was wondering, it's actually over here, and it appears to be no old stock. So, anyhow, page 17. All equipment groups continued in 1941. The 9 equipment groups offered in 1940 are continued in 1941 with only slight changes. The 516 tires are now included in the Sport Solo, Utility Solo, Deluxe Solo, Deluxe Sport Sidecar, and Deluxe Cervicar groups. Dealers are urged to equip their demonstrators and machines for stock with the better equipment groups. Fine accessories and brilliant chrome. What fine feathers are to a bird, they create the desire for ownership and make sales easier. Prices reduced on 2 models, maintained on others. That prices to start in 1941 are being maintained on most models, with the uncertainties of war affecting most raw material prices. It is a real tribute to the foresight and keen judgment of the Harley-Davidson management. In addition, the price of the 61 overhead valve models reduced $5, and the WLDR 45s were reduced $10. This must be understood, however, that no guarantee can be given that today's prices will remain firm throughout the season. The world is chaotic as it is today. No price predictions can be made very far in advance. 45 WLDR, now a regular road model. The 45 WLDR that has made such a name for itself in competition the past few seasons is now presented as a regular road model that will meet instant favor with the riders who want something extra snappy and soupy, and the 45 goes without saying. In addition, the price has been reduced $10. Of course, this model carries with it all of the many 1941 advancements incorporated in the 45 Twins. In addition, possesses such features as the 1¼ crankpin and connecting rod assembly, special intake and exhaust cam gears, 1.5-inch carburetor, 1 19/16-inch intake ports, 25% stronger valve springs, and polished intake ports, manifold, and combustion chamber. The WLD motor develops around 7 more horsepower than the WLD and peaks around 5,500 to 5,700 RPM. A new model completes the 1941 line, the 74 overhead valve, which is that motorcycle right there. That is a 41 FL. Thousands upon thousands of satisfied owners everywhere proclaim the 61 overhead valve the greatest motorcycle ever produced by Harley-Davidson or anyone else. Since its introduction in the middle of the 1936 season, it has continued to march on to ever greater sales and performance triumphs. The AMA record of 136.183 miles per hour, Joe Petrelli, made with this model on the sands of Daytona Beach in 1937, still stands as the world's superlative demonstration of speed with a non-supercharged stock model. Its stamina is reflected in the 24-hour record of 1,825.2 miles made by Fred Ham at that's supposed to be Murdoch Dry Lakes, that's a typo, in 1937, and never equaled anywhere, and in owner's hands has acquitted itself so marvelously that can be truly said that it is the ambition of every motorcyclist to someday own a 61 overhead valve. Without a doubt, it will set a new high in sales in 1941. Recognizing the splendid qualities of the 61 overhead valve, there has naturally followed a demand from a small number of riders for a model of this type of larger cubic inch capacity, a model that would handle a sidecar with ease and speed, and a solo motorcycle with performance far beyond ordinary requirements. To take care of this market, we will produce a limited number of 74 overhead valves in 41. Deliveries naturally will not be as good on this model as on the others, as it should by no means be regarded as your favorite demonstrator model for 1941. Concentrate your sales efforts on the other models in the line. For your information, the new 74 overhead valve motor has a bore of 3 7/16 inch and a stroke of 3 31/32 of an inch. The 61 overhead valve motor has a bore of 3 5/16 inch and a stroke of 3 1/2 inch. I hope I read that right. 3 31/32, so it's nearly 4 inches. Connecting rods on both motors are identical. This year's models are presented with 4 beautiful color options to suit the most fastidious. Set off with the stainless steel fender trim and the chrome nameplate and stainless steel tank strips, the new models sparkle with brilliance. They are bound to attract favorable attention and comment, be a source of joy and pride to every owner. Color options for 1941 are the following: Skyway Blue, Cruiser Green. This gentleman is Cruiser Green. Okay. That's seafoam blue on the panel. Get an idea just how pretty that was when it was new. The bike's going to sparkle when I get it done. Sparkle, sparkle. Light red, brilliant black, blaze silver. Now, brilliant black is the same color here. And yes, I'm going to polish this bike. Those don't like it, tough. It's mine. I can burn it to the ground if I want. I'll reserve it the best way I know how. And this, gentleman, is flight red. Right there, on our 42. That is flight red. Yes, it is. So the same colors as the standard color options were offered through the 46 year. Now, as you notice with the 38 accessory catalog, the standard color options are not what they made. They made whatever. This is basics. You want something else? No problem. Just cost you more money. Place your 1941 orders right away. Now that you have the full story on the 41 models, your next logical step is to get in your demonstrator and stock orders right away. The riding season is still in full swing, and if you take advantage of your opportunities, you can do a mighty fine business on the new models this fall. When you send in a group of orders, please specify your demonstrator so we can give them all the preference possible. While our plant is operating full blast, it will not be possible to ship all orders, even demonstrators, at once. It's first come, first served, so get in your orders immediately. To help us give you the best delivery possible in the coming weeks, please cooperate by sticking to the standard accessory groups and standard color options. Requests for specials not only hold up your orders, but the other fellows also. 1941 motorcycle order blanks enclosed, which I don't seem to have gotten with this. A slide of the 41 order blanks is enclosed. All models, accessory groups, and accessory items are plainly listed. Space is provided for your order number, and it will help a lot if you will use it. Number all your 41 orders consecutively and keep an exact duplicate of every order you send in. Then if you later find it necessary to write or wire out one of your orders, all you have to give is your order number and we will know what order you are talking about. Hold an announcement party to inspect the new models. Now that you all know about the super values incorporated in the new models, you want to make the necessary plans to pass this information to riders, prospects, and the public generally. The automobile companies will break shortly with their 41 announcements. Airlines and newspaper columns will soon be filled with new model news. The public will become new model conscious and you'll be anxious to see and inspect. You too want to capitalize on this new psychology and let the public know what you're presenting: engineering advancements and increased values. It's been a custom in the automotive industry, based on favorable sales results, to send out special invitations to owners and prospects to come in and look over and ride the new models. In our motorcycle industry, a party that makes a gala occasion of the presentation of new models proves most effective. You have very likely done something like this in the past, but with better, finer models incorporating engineering advancements that set a new standard of satisfactory service and performance, there is every reason why your 41 announcement party should be bigger and better than any in the past. Such a gathering would generate much favorable comment for the 41 models that will travel far and near, while also lend to an additional sale which might otherwise never be made. An extraordinarily beautiful announcement postcard ready soon. We're going to have something unusual for you in your 41 announcement postcard. It's just impossible to do a fine printing job on the postcard stock furnished by the government. It's too rough and ink absorbing. Furnished by the government. We're already on restrictions. These marvelous 41 models we felt deserved an announcement postcard that would do them full justice. We accordingly are producing a card of smooth white enamel stock to picture a 41 model in an outdoor setting with a boy and a girl on a buddy seat. The picture was made in the new Kodachrome process in actual colors. The negative was developed by Eastman in the Rochester, New York factories. On 4 color process plates have been made from the original with recently developed screen filter equipment that cost the engravers over $12,000. Oh my God. $12,000 and 41 to install, reproduced in actual colors on one side, with invitation and address space on the other. This new card will be a thing of beauty and a message that boosts motorcycling and inspire the desire for ownership of a 1941 Harley Davidson. Naturally, the kind of a 1941 announcement postcard we will be ready to deliver shortly costs a lot more money to produce than the old manila-colored government cards of the past. Postage will not be affixed to the new cards. You will have to buy the stamps and you'll have to affix them. The cards will cost you 1 cent each in any quantity. Samples will go forward to you with the next news bulletin, but you can order your requirements right now. You'll probably have delivery before the next news bulletin reaches you. As in the past, these new cards will provide space for your name and address imprint and mention of any special doings you are promoting to a present. Present the new models. A big window streamer will help you announce the 1941 models. Yes, there's also going to be something new in the announcement streamer. This year's streamer is going to be the biggest ever, 62-inch long by 21-inch high. It's produced in 3 colors and features a boy on a 41 and a girl also on a new model. It mentions the outstanding features and invites the public to come in, see and ride the great 41s. This streamer will be in the mails to you shortly. If you can use more of these announcement streamers, they are yours for the asking. More good advertising coming to you to help put over the 1941 models. We're working full steam ahead on lots of advertising and publicity matter to help you do a real selling job on these 41 Harley Davidsons. The September issue of The Enthusiast will carry a feature article profusely illustrated on the new models, and motorcyclists will also carry our announcement in their October issue. An advance folder is in preparation and will be ready as quickly as possible. A large array of cuts and mats will be ready before long. A lot of national publication advertising is planned for this fall. Watch future issues of the News Bulletin for further details on advertising developments. And I have the back, which is blank. So again, this is the Harley Davidson Announcement News Bulletin for 41 models. Obviously, I made a lot of these. This is bulletin number 864. Doesn't mean they still exist today. What was once common becomes very rare with the passage of time. So here's our 41 FL. Now, 1941 saw a production of 5,025 units, roughly. And by the end of the year, from what I can gather from my invoices, it seems most of these were the new 74-inch. They were very popular. Very successful, but they had to redesign the case for 42. They were blowing up. Couldn't handle the new power, the new torque. Those 4-pound heavier flywheels. Just couldn't do it. So that's that. I hope you have enjoyed our recent videos of literature reading. And I will see you all on the very next set of videos. Have a good day. Bye-bye.